So the concept of the loudspeaker was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876 for the use of the telephone. So with the telephone, there's a microphone and a speaker. And they're basically interchangeable because a microphone and a speaker are the same thing. But the intention of the loudspeaker is to amplify sound through the use of electricity and magnets. In society today, everyone heavily relies on the benefit of what loudspeakers can do for us. They're in everything from your cell phone, your car, your appliances, and most notably, concert, event, and productions. They're literally everywhere. So, I personally rely on loudspeakers for everyday tasks. My career path is in the technical arts, so I deal with large scale sound systems regularly. So, along with personal use, my job is to interface with all types of different speakers. Loudspeakers reproduce audible sound by means of electromagnetic energy to create the movement needed for accurate sound reproduction while utilizing vibrations through the air and the box that it's in. Electromagnetic energy transfer can get really complicated really fast, so I'll just have to spare you the headache and keep it simple. So, a speaker has three key parts that make it function: the magnet, the voice coil, and the cone. So, this speaker that you see here has all of those parts ready for you to see. So, the magnet, the voice coil, which is inside under what's called the spider, which is this yellow piece, and the cone, which is what you would normally see as the speaker. And so the voice coil, which is wrapped in copper, which is it's just a piece of plastic connected to the cone, which you can't see, but there's a little circle that goes into the magnet. And so that copper reacts with the electricity that's sent through this electromagnet right here, and so it moves up and down to create the vibrations of the cone, which is how you hear the sound. Physics.org says that inside a speaker, an electromagnetic is placed in front of a permanent magnet, and the permanent magnet is fixed firmly into the position where the electromagnetic is mobile. As pulses of electricity pass through the coil of the electromagnet, the direction of its magnet field is rapidly changed. This means that in turn, it is attracted and repelled from the permanent magnet vibrating back and forth. So the voice coil is attached to the cone, and the cone is the primary part of the speaker that actually moves the air. So that's how you hear what the sound is, by the vibration and the movement of the cone. So while the speaker uses electric energy to reproduce the sound, the box it is in greatly determines the amount of acoustic output the speaker can achieve. So there are two primary types of speakers, the woofer and the tweeter. And so the woofer is for the bass and mid frequencies, and the tweeter is for the high frequencies. And so you get low and high, and so bass and treble. The lows are formed by the speaker box, and the speaker placed in the box is able to use forward and backward waves of the woofer and direct sound where to go. Electronic note states sound waves generated by the loudspeaker emanated from the front and the back. The diaphragm moves backwards and forwards, hence the air is compressed and decompressed according to the movement of the diaphragm. As the diaphragm moves forward, the air is compressed at the front but decompressed in the back. So essentially, the box is doing a lot more than just holding the speaker. It's really formulating that sound that you hear. The high frequencies and low frequencies are reproduced by their respective speakers and blend together to create that full sound that you expect from a nice, good speaker. As you can see, speakers are not quite as complicated as you thought, but they might be. So the majority of the work speakers do is something you can hear and see in a physical sense. The intention of the loudspeaker is to amplify sound through the use of electricity and a magnet. The loudspeaker is a device that uses electric energy and physical energy to reproduce sounds that we all want them to hear. So, as you go on about your day, I hope that you will think more about how loudspeakers produce energy, and maybe you can see something that you may not have thought before when you're looking at a loudspeaker. So, in general, loudspeakers allow people to enjoy music, speech, and create a means to reproduce audio. Thank you.